What's up, weirdos? Wanted to do a comprehensive garden and food forest tour because I haven't done that in a while, and I want you guys to see what all I have planted in the garden and the food forest because I've been pretty busy the last few weeks, and I want you guys to see kind of what I've been working on. So first thing you're going to see here is a bunch of stuff. Yeah, a bunch of cages. There's all kind of trees and plants in here. These are all new. I planted them in the last week or two. We have some sea berries here. This one is a male right there, and he's going to pollinate the female sea berries, which are over here. It's wind pollinated, so I needed to plant them to the southwest or to the northwest. I chose southwest because that's kind of the direction we get our spring winds, is coming from the southwest, so that'll be good. Should be able to pollinate them. I have a hole right there that is for a white mulberry, which has not come in yet. I ordered a bunch of trees, so some of it's come in, some of it hasn't. I got two Chinese chestnuts over here. This one is the first one. I planted them in mounds because everywhere I looked on information about growing chestnuts, everyone was saying you got to plant them in mounds because they do not like clay soil. So if you plant them kind of up above the ground a little bit with a lot of compost and light airy soil, that really helps them. So I'm gonna do that. I got another big one over here, another chestnut, and then I got 4 Saskatoon berries, also known as serviceberry or Juneberry. So I got 4 of them. These are the North Line variety. I think someone was saying they get to like 18 feet tall if you just let them grow. I'm probably gonna cut them back a little bit. I don't think I want to get them that big. I have a bunch of other markers out here for future plantings, elderberries, hazelnuts, and stuff like that. This is a Cornelian Cherry. As you can see, it's starting to put out its leaves, so that's a good sign. Another Cornelian Cherry right over here. These 2 holes right here are going to be for European plums. They're not here yet, so I'm still waiting on those. I got 4 honeyberries right down here, 4 different varieties. I got room that I could plant some more. You can see we have some honeysuckle right next to it, so I figure this is a good spot because honeyberry is a honeysuckle. It's part of the same family, so I figured if this can grow right here, the honeyberries probably will too. Now, the garden, outside of the usual weeding and spring cleaning, is coming along pretty well. I still have to clean out some of these beds. I planted some thimbleberries in here. I will have a video on that, and I'll have a video on all of this stuff too, so that will be coming in the next few weeks or so. I just have to edit that all up because I got a lot of footage for that. But yeah, thimbleberries in here. I got some chamomile that's starting up. That comes back every year. And then some peas. Right there, peas are starting to come up. I also have a row of carrots, and it looks like they're starting to come up just a little bit. I don't know if you guys can see. Maybe if I zoom in, you might be able to see a little bit of green there. Yeah, just a little bit of green. About, I don't know, 8 inches to the right of the peas. You might be able to see it, might not be able to. But there are some carrots there. I also have some radishes in that bed over there. You can kind of see the rows. And then down here we have Swiss chard, we have corn salad, some mustard, kind of same deal over here, mustard and salad burnet, kale, sorrel, and arugula is all starting to come up, so that's a good sign. This is my Schizandra berry plant growing up the trellis, and I'm very happy with this. It's looking really good. When I first planted it, it didn't have this many leaves. It's just leafing out like crazy. It seems like it's grown twice as big since I planted it, so it really likes it here. The only thing is, I don't know if I'm going to need to get another variety, because I've been reading that Schizandra berries, they need another variety to cross-pollinate with. And I'm not sure if this one's going to do it on its own, so we're going to see. We're going to see. If we head over here, you're going to see lots of lettuce and spinach starting to come up. One row has not come up, and I'm not sure if it's going to or not. Yeah, I haven't seen anything from that row. But these 3 rows are starting to come up. You can see the little baby lettuces starting to pop out right there. And spinach right here. I got 2 types of spinach, 4 rows. they're starting to come up. This this spinach over here, it's a little bit behind. I only see 1 or 2 coming up. And then over here, Kohlrabi, 2 rows of Kohlrabi, 2 rows of turnips right here. I've never grown turnips, so I'm interested to see how that goes. And then over here, again, we have more peas in this other bed over here. These middle beds. More peas. I'm not sure if these are snap peas or snow peas. I did plant both, so we're going to see what happens there. My ever-bearing strawberries are starting to look pretty good. I see an onion coming up over there. There's an onion in there. Stupid onion. Oh, look, there's a bumblebee. Hello, bumblebee. I haven't seen any honeybees out yet this year, and it's a little unsettling because usually you see them all over the place, but the bumblebees are out. You want to be on camera, little bee? Yeah, they really need these little flowers early in the year. That's why I'm not yanking these just yet. We'll keep moving. These onions came back. These onions that I harvested seed from last year, I just clipped them and they grew back. They grew back, so I'm thinking about trying to rewild these and just kind of putting them in like a little patch somewhere with some Matt's Wild Cherry tomatoes and then some borage, and just letting them take over that patch and just become a wild patch. So that is kind of my goal with that. We have some wild strawberries here. There's a little bit of clover in there. I probably need to clean that out. I got more over here. And then the Goji Berries, I took some cuttings from those and they're looking pretty good. So we should have plenty of Goji Berries in the next couple years. And then these are the June bearing strawberries, and you can see there's some flowers on them. I'm gonna need to pick those off. And the main reason is I don't really want my my strawberries putting out fruit the first year. I want them to build a nice root structure. Now over here we have some more peas. I think these are sugar snaps on this row. And then I planted another row over here. They're all coming up. I usually have pretty good success with my peas and my beans. If anyone is wondering, I get my seeds from Uprising Organics, and I think they're based in Washington or something, somewhere in the Pacific Northwest. But they have good pea seeds and good bean seeds, so I definitely use those. More strawberries right here. They're taking off. And uh-oh, are those flowers? Yeah, those are flowers. I'm gonna have to pick those off of there. And then I have some beets in here. Again, guys, not a lot of stuff is planted so far. I have to wait because it's still early April. It's going to be a while before we can plant anything. Usually around here, it's usually mid-May is the earliest that you can plant tomatoes and peppers and stuff. But I'm going to be extra cautious, like I always am. I have some beets coming up right here. Not a lot, but they are coming up. I'm going to get a couple more rows going once those get established. And then I still got to get a cover on this greenhouse. I have the cover sitting in my shed. I just got to get around to doing that. I have some more holes dug over here. This is going to be for blueberries and plums. There's going to be some lingonberries and cranberries going in here, as well as some wintergreen. And then we'll check out the rest of the food forest, the old food forest. The mulberry, I think this was a black mulberry. This is the tree that I thought died. It came back last year, and I'm not sure if it's going to come back this year or not. We will see. Now, the other mulberry did come back, and it's already got some leaves on it. It's starting to bud out a little bit. Yeah, it's starting to bud out right there. You might be able to see it. Yeah. So that's looking good. I got some more holes over here. These are going to be for some cherries, cherry trees. These are going to be a sweet cherry over here and a sour cherry over here. Gooseberries are looking pretty good right here. They always look good in the spring, but then they don't really like the heat too much, so they don't do so well whenever we get into the summertime. And then I have some hazelnuts over here. I got 2 plants. I'm trying to get some more. I know there's a nursery around that has hazelnuts, but I got to go and see if they have them still. And then you can see there's some sticks kind of laying around in the middle of the in the middle of the food forest, that is comfrey. And the good thing about comfrey is it has a very long taproot, and it'll grow deep down into the ground and bring up nutrients and minerals and stuff for the trees. So that's why I have them kind of growing around all my trees. These are the apple trees. They're looking pretty good. Every year they get just a little bit bigger. And I haven't really fertilized them that much. I think I fertilized them like once or twice in the last couple years. I planted all these in 2019. This one's looking a little bit better. It was way behind the other ones. Got an autumn olive over here. I got a bunch of wild ones growing all over the area, but this is a domestic one. Just wanted to see if it grew any differently, and it pretty much grows exact same way. And then I have some black currants over here. There's some more over on that side, and then this is going to be an apricot once that comes in the mail. And then some elderberries here. I need to take some cuttings from those because I'm going to grow them over there. There's a really wet spot over here right at the corner of my garden, and I'm thinking if I grow some elderberries in there, add a little bit of compost, they will do just fine. So I'm going to try that. And there's one other thing I want to show you guys. I just finished up on a little project yesterday. I was cleaning up around my my retaining wall, and I added some currants as well as some wintergreen, and I also got an Albertan spruce tree. I got a couple of them right here, and these other flags that you see, these are going to be currants and blueberries, and there's also going to be a gooseberry in here. But looking pretty good. I'm pretty happy with it. I got these little spruce trees at Lowe's, so they were pretty cheap. But the wintergreen is looking really nice. I did have to protect them because I heard deer and groundhogs and basically every animal known to man really likes these wintergreen plants, so I had to protect them. So we got some little cages around them. Once they get a little bit more established, I think I'll probably remove those cages because these plants will kind of shade them out a little too. But that is kind of what I've got going. So anyway, I think that's a good place to leave off. You guys can see there's still a lot to do and a lot to plant, but we are coming along. Lots of projects. I'm just taking it baby steps at a time. And again, I have some pawpaws over here. I forgot to show you guys these. These are the only things I haven't planted yet, are my pawpaw trees, and they're going to kind of go in the woods over there. So I have a plan for that. I have the holes dug. I just have to get in there and add a little bit of compost and get it all ready. So another project that has to get done this week. Anyway, guys, I will see you guys later. Goodbye.